Hey everybody, Cone Doctor here, and welcome back to Let's Race with Cone, the iRacing Let's Play. Yes, that's right, the iRacing Let's Play. Kurt, I'm out here, just saying, I'm doing it. And this week we are at Road America, which is a track that I have quite a bit of experience at. We are watching my best qualifying lap at the moment. I say that I have a lot of experience here, but I've never driven this car at this track, so a lot of experience at the track, but not necessarily in the car. And it's a tricky combo. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a good setup for this week, so I kind of had to go and tweak my own. Used a little bit of a Mid-Ohio-esque setup. But yeah, this track is very long. It is over 4 miles, I believe, and the lap times are in the 2:40 range, so we're not going to get a whole lot of laps here. It's the complete opposite of last week, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this race plays out versus last week. Boy, this is weird. I have a whole lot of time to talk here. I'm not used to these long qualifying laps. The track is kind of point and shoot. There's a lot of very interesting areas where braking later seems to be an advantage, and then the next turn, braking super early seems to be an advantage. The carousel is very interesting. You really got to ride a very fine line through the whole turn in order to max your potential speed out of there, because once you get past that turn, it's all out, as much speed as you can possibly gather, because then you're, after that long straightaway, you've got probably the best passing opportunity on the track. There's going to be a lot of off tracks this week. There's going to be, hopefully, not a lot of contact, but we'll see. And yeah, that's kind of how Road America works. And if you're wondering what I was rambling on about at the beginning there, that was a reference to the fact that this series is supporting Child's Play charity through Farlands or Bust, and Kurt J. Mack is the person who runs or does Farlands or Bust, and he gave a little mention to the fact that I've been doing these donations based on results, and he made the point of, boy, somebody should really do a Let's Play on iRacing, because it's probably like a completely unexplored market. We're trying to explore it here. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It is extremely difficult. It's hard enough to focus on this level of racing, level of sim racing, and to try and keep commentary up. I have put less focus on trying to keep my commentary like constant and solid, and more focus on driving. I hope it's a good balance. Let me know if you're enjoying it. I will try to change it if not. So the qualifying lap ended up being pretty good. There was a lot more time left in the car, but well, we'll take a look at a lap that was going to be a half second faster, and you can see what happened there. Okay, it is race time. Let's see where we qualified. 5th place, once again. Kind of, quite a few people qualified. Well, not really. 20 people in the race and only 9 qualified. Yuck. Single split, like I think I already said. Maybe I didn't. And that means a very mixed field. We got, looks like 4 Division 1 races in here. I just went through and looked at the qualifying.
A little bit late to think about setup now. But, yeah, I'll say it after the turn.
Yeah, it is. If you're just worrying about getting your setup now, that's not a good sign. But yeah, I don't remember what I was trying to say.
The one of Dries Nas on the forum is very good, very stable.
I couldn't find a setup on the forum. That's interesting. But that is where I usually get my setups, by the way.
I will
is
put
the iRacing forum
aside and share it.
But yeah, there is a lot of diversity in this field, but luckily this track is so huge, I think we'll get strung out and hopefully just battle in our like speed guide. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was looking at qualifying. Anybody that's in the 40s or lower is Division 1, and everybody in Division 3 is in the 24 or is in the 41s.
Reminds me that I had to take fuel. Don't forget, guys, 4.3 gallons of fuel needed, or
4.3.
16 liters.
4.3? Okay. I'm gonna do it. Okay, looks like we're ready to grid. There's another one. I think we're gonna be starting on a hill, so I better watch out for that. I'm not sure where it's gonna grid us up. Yep, we're on the hill. Crap. It's always a little weird, especially with the way it handles it. The way, you know, it's that 1 little centimeter of movement is jumping the start somehow. Normally in a race like this, if you're on a hill on a grid start, there'd be a little leeway for the car rocking back and forth. But it is what it is. Let's hope everybody in front of us rolls back and gets penalized. That'd be cool. Gotta watch out for turn 1. It's quite a ways away, and people are gonna be trying to bonsai it. I'm trying to hang with these guys. I've turned laps as fast as they have run, but none cleanly. And to that point, I expect to take some safety rating hits this race because of the off tracks. Alright, let's get ready to go here. Do it the same style.
Green, green, green.
That seems to be the way to go for those hill starts. Although I kind of got eaten up by the guy who stole my number. Let's not go 3 wide into 1.
They left.
That'd be great.
Still there.
He is still there. Everybody went off. Still there.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right.
Clear him. Look at that, guys. I held my own and defended my position. That's not often that happens. This track is so long, though. It's got these big, long straights. We got plenty of time to catch our breath for the next set of turns. Just barely. Dang it. Got totally thrown off by the fact that they braked so early.
Keep right there. Clear on the left.
I was just going to say, I finally figured out the mark for that turn. I was not prepared, though, for them to throw out the parachute like they did. Well, crap, guys. Now we got some work to do. I am not going to settle for losing those positions, though. There's no way we're not faster than these guys. Seems like this is probably one of the better places to get a pass where somebody's going to wash wide and get a good draft down the backstretch here. Just got to watch this spot. I have not experienced it in the draft before, so I have to remember that probably a lift necessary there now. How many spots did we lose? 2? I guess that's not the worst thing in the world, considering just about threw it all away. Gotta watch out for the no qualifiers. There could be somebody hidden back there that is really quick. One thing I did not get any practice with is racing with other people here. Unfortunately, it's been a pretty quiet week. I'm pretty early on. I don't usually do these races so early in the week. It's only Wednesday. So that could be the reason. Glad we got a full field, though. Like I mentioned, I don't have a setup or a predetermined setup. Kind of using something that felt similar, Mid-Ohio. And And the setup is so simple on these cars that there's not a whole lot you can do with it. Gotta get back into this draft, though. Draft is going to be very big. I mean, you can see I'm pulling already down the straightaway, and I'm a second and change behind him. Alright, let's brake early into here because of stuff like that. Well, there we go. There's our 2 positions back. Let's hope for some more of that, huh? That would be very nice. My braking points are definitely being adjusted by the draft, even on that short little section there. I guess it's because this car is so slow. It's going to have a bigger effect on it. Oh, we got a big run on him here. That is one of my, although I had that huge incident in qualifying there, it's one of my favorite parts of this track. Just trying to fake him out there. Looks like some of the leaders went out into the kitty litter. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. That is not a braking turn. Five's gonna have a run, that's for sure. Still drafting off of the 2, that should help me somewhat. What are we back to 5th?
2 minutes 41.
Yes, indeed.
932.
Oh yeah, here he comes. Hello.
Going on your right. Stay left.
Oh, and he just shoved it in there, didn't he?
All clear, all clear.
That is how you make a pass. I am right under his bumper this time. There's probably going to be a lot of this in this race. Yeah, I see you trying to break my draft. Think you're so sneaky. Another incident. Oh, we're only up to 2? That's not so bad. Thought we'd be way higher than that by now. That was a weird place to lose the nose. See what he can do with the 2 up here. What is with that line? Is that... Surely that's not like the fast line. He made it work for him. I get the feeling he was one of those no qualifiers, actually has a lot of experience here kind of guys. Almost wanting 6th there, but 6th is so long, I don't think it's worth it. It's nice that this track has so much runoff in some places, but it turns into racing line, so it's not really runoff anymore. Oh, that was an off track. Didn't feel like it. These crappy runs down the front stretch are killing me.
2 minutes 41.95.
41.9. We're not running slow. running at max speed either. I'm like wiggling in my seat trying to push this car. Go faster, please. I think we might want to be on our toes to wait for an incident with these two ahead of us. I was pretty lenient to the 5. I don't know that the 2 is going to be that lenient. Like trying to pass him in the grass, that's going to work. Oh, I think he may have just said to pass him. I don't know. No, definitely didn't say that. Another incident, as I mentioned. I wasn't close enough to get in there. Tracks. Guess I'm gonna start to mimic this wide entry. They're all doing it. If they all jumped off a bridge, I guess I'd have to follow. Yeah, this is something.
Second car on your left.
Are we going places? I don't know.
Stay right. All clear, all clear.
Nice, nice. Still not the best run onto the straightaway, but neither did the 7, so I think we'll be in okay shape. This guy ahead of us still going to be a dick. And try and shake our draft. Let's hope these two screw each other up into one.
Man, you're back in fifth. There you go, man. Good job.
We're working hard for this 5th position. Oh, 2 got back around him. Nice. I didn't see that coming. I'm more partial to the 2. He reached me pretty clean there. Let me have the inside. We're about halfway through this race. I really want to hold this 5th position to feel like I've done something in this race. Okay. Looks like we got something going on up here.
We got a slow car up ahead.
We're gonna run out of incidents here soon.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
Okay,
Go
just
right.
a lap car. Gotta quit running right. Or running wide to the right out of there. I'm gonna go broke. That is a very deceiving turn. A lot of people would say this is probably the hardest turn of the track, but I think it's the one before it, personally. This one's just the scariest. Oh, this is where we wrecked in qualifying? Okay. Already up to 6, alright. I do kind of really need to watch that because 17 and we're out. This 2 is fast. Kind of losing the 5, which is not good. Not good at all. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Crap. cannot hit my marks in that turn.
Got one on your right. Stay left. Still there? Hold the line. 2 minutes 41.
His run's kind of run out.
Still there. Still there. All clear, all clear.
But entering to the left into there is not where you want to be. Man. Quite disappointed in myself. Starting to feel like I didn't get enough practice here.
Car on your
My
left.
lines are just not consistent enough.
Still there. Keep right there. Stay right.
Owls. And I took another incident. Jeez. It's gonna kill my SR.
Got one on your left. All clear, all clear.
I tried. I made a valid attempt there. Alright. There's no pressure behind me. I need to get back into a rhythm. I can run faster than this. Oh, well, sort of. I just realized what lap times I've been running, and they're actually kind of what I was running in practice, so it could be the case that I am just too slow. That is a distinct possibility. It's not a very good realization, but it is a realization. Oh, Jesus. 8. Alright. Clean it up, Cone. No more incidents. Running wide, you're taking the wrong line. These guys are all doing the same, but I would rather clean it up. I don't know what has happened to me in this last turn. I am just messing it up. Down to 7th.
2 minutes 44.
2:44.4, that's awful. That is a terrible lap. Obviously we're getting past that lap, but... Cool, alright. We're back on track. I fit my marks into turn 1 for the first time in like 4 laps. And missed him in turn 2. Heavy sigh. I was really excited about this race too. I thought maybe this was one of the tracks that I might do really well at. It's not proving to be the case. It's kind of fitting because I really struggled here. Granted, it was now years ago and in a completely different car, but in the Mustang series, I massively struggled with this race as well. That car was a pig compared to this thing. Okay. Somewhat emulate that wide entry, but see, that's the danger of running that wide entry is now. See, got it to tuck back in. I never seem to be able to do that. If I run wide in the middle there, it doesn't like to tuck back down to the inside. But a clean lap so far. Yay, us. I need wider tires to make that turn. I need what that new crazy Nissan prototype has, wider tires in the front. That'd be great. Seems to be the only way I'm going to get this front end to hook up around here. I was really playing with the setup a little bit, trying to get it to turn right better. Similar to what you would do with like oval setup. This car has such limited setup options, I couldn't really get it to do that without just like destroying the handling. Which I do not want to do. Yeah, keep running into the grass there. Keep having to catch fourth earlier than I'd like to there. This destroys the run down straightaway. But at least we're not going off track now. That is a positive note. Thought I just did there too. Jinx myself. These guys are not necessarily getting away, so there's still a chance. Could recover. Got up on the grass a little bit there. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Almost on track. Come on, 2, go up there and mess with the 7. I need you to. I need you to both screw up. That's what I need. I do not have the pace to catch you.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of fuel left. Pretty sure that guy gave me bad information at the beginning of the race. I don't think we needed that much fuel. And 1.4 seconds, I guess I still need to be in this draft.
2 minutes 41.
Times are not great. The car has significantly slowed down, I think. Either I wore the tires out or got them too hot. Pressures were wrong. Something is definitely not perfect in the setup. Okay, hallelujah. We got a decent run out of that turn. Of course, he's in the draft, so it's not going to help, but we're running our own race now. Just 2 places back of where I want to be. Thought maybe I was going to run them down a little bit there, but they recovered nicely. Yeah, and those of this car is just used up, feels like. So stupid shit like that's not going to help, though. Yeah, dang it. This is a terrible race. We've had such a good string of good runs, too. But sometimes you just gotta take the good with the bad. Bad with the good. So let's move we've now lost them, so it's time, I think, to just buckle down, hold this position, not lose any more, not get any more friggin' incidents. The confidence of being at a track that I've been to multiple times before, I think kind of got in my way. I neglected to practice enough. Although we're still not going to have a terrible result here. 7th place in a field of 20 is nothing, is nothing like awful. Oh, white flag! Wow, holy crap! Yeah, we definitely have way too much fuel. I bet you there's well over a gallon left in this car.
43.8.
So hopefully we still get some decent points. I think the strength of field is rather high in this race, so we won't lose iRating, I don't believe. We'll see. Thank you, Greg.
All clear, all clear.
I really need to fix my push to talk. We got 3 more races coming up, though, at tracks that I do have experience at. I do enjoy, so hopefully that will work to our advantage. Watkins Glen is coming up, which is my favorite racetrack in the world, pretty much, so that one I'm definitely looking forward to. It's also an extremely popular Mazda track. So I assume there's going to be big fields and split races and stuff like that again at Watkins Glen. Not sure if that's where we're at next week, but I know it's coming up.
That car is a lap down.
Why is it a lap down?
What, man?
This car no longer turns. Oh, well.
Sorry, lost concentration because of that car that came back on track.
Thank you,
One on your
William.
right. Clear on the right.
Thank you. But you did there in the carousel, not completely right either.
Alright. Looks like 7th place is going to be where it's at unless these two scrap it out in the last turn. And I don't think they're that close.
Good race, guys.
So an okay result, not our best performance by any means. Learned a lot. I think I can take some important lessons out of this race. But let's pack it up for this weekend, and we'll try again next week.
There's the flag. It's over.
That was rough.
Great job, driver.
Alrighty, well, I have just gone from feeling really down and out about that race to feeling pretty darn good about that race. Let's look at our base, results to begin with. We started in 5th, we fell down to 7th. Our fastest lap was a 24.6, which is pretty much kind of my average lap in practice. I certainly had more speed in it, but it was only early in a run that I had that speed. Incidents, 9. But if you look up here, 11, 5, 5, 7, the 8 behind us, it was a tough track to keep the incidents down on. Championship points, 90. That's actually really good. It's partially due to the fact that the iRating of these guys ahead of us was really, really high. 5,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2,600, 4,400, and then us at a 1,900. So yeah, not feeling bad about that one in the least. And we beat out guys that were in the high 2,000s behind us. So I think I think our finishing position doesn't really reflect on our pace, so I'm pretty happy. I still think I could have done better. I made a lot of mistakes that I shouldn't have made, and there was tons of room for improvement. But we gained an I rating. We did lose SR, 0.14 SR in fact, but yeah, we can crawl back to a 3 before the end of the season, I think. That would be nice. And yeah, I guess we will move on from here. $10 going to Child's Play for the 9 incidents and the 2 positions lost. So that is a total of $10. That brings our season total up to $78. And we only have a few weeks left to go here. Next week is indeed Watkins Glen, the Cup Circuit, my favorite. And then we have Daytona Road, another favorite of mine. And then we have Road Atlanta, the full course, which is an awesome track, but a very difficult track. And then the last one of the season, week number 12, is at Mount Panorama, a track I've never experienced before and is going to be insane. So thanks as always for watching. I will see you next week.